I am a killer, a gun for hire. After taking that many lives, I thought I'd have run dry of regret. But none of those murders felt as bad as pulling out the flowers from Sebastian's garden. How are you holding up? Better, getting used to being left-handed already. Listen, I feel bad being holed up in the back of your store. Can't you put me to work or something? Don't worry, just focus on getting better. Please, I need to keep my mind busy. I'll do anything. Alright. What do you know about flower arrangement? Not my line of expertise. Don't mind my energy. I could do heavy work. I'm a good repairman if you need. This is all we do here, son. I know it can be intimidating, but I'm a good teacher. I don't know, Sebastian. I heard how the family talks about your bouquets. I saw one of them at Millie's funeral, in fact. Not a flower guy myself, but I reckon there's something special about them. I wouldn't dare to. Well, handicraft is important, but that can be learned. The secret of our bouquet resides in something quite more simple. We use actual flowers. What do you mean? See this garden? These flowers are real, living beings. To my understanding, the last ones in the city. This is the last patch of healthy soil in this rusty megalopolis. Whatever you find in kiosks around town isn't the real deal. They're lab knockoffs. Why does it matter? The fragrance. There are very few people alive left in the world who have smelled a real flower. And oh, a flower, Gordon. Spring used to be a time of love and energy. Don't you feel alive just being in the presence of this garden? Our city brains are so hungry for life that the smell of a flower can trigger a symphony of neurotransmitters. Dopamine, adrenaline, endorphins. That's why my bouquets are regarded as the stuff of legends in the family. The rumors about you making the boss cry aren't just a tale then, huh? Haha. Okay, I trust you. Teach me your magic. That's great news. I didn't want to impose, but the truth is that my back has done its last gardening, I'm afraid. I've been looking for an apprentice for some time now. That's why I took you in part. And you chose a butcher. Great judgment. I'm not a saint myself, Gordon. Flower arrangement is not for the faint of heart, trust me. Okay then, should I start picking flowers? Shit, no. First, you need to know what's the job about, don't you? Shipping random flowers together is insane. Alright. Who's the mark? Haha, the mark, you're so amusing. Our client is the Woodfield family. They've commissioned a bouquet for Jeremy's obituary. Jeremy Sr., the Woodfield patriarch, is dead? Last week's bloodbath didn't just take your arm, son. Who else is dead? Don't concern yourself with that. You need to stay low and heal. Thing is that the situation is quite tense now inside the Woodfield family. The two sons, Jerry and Jonah, are waiting for the grieving to end to start fighting for the scraps of their father's collection business. Riches are easy to split, but clients, that's a Greek tragedy waiting to happen. Now, our flowers may tip fate's scale. Go and pick some. I'll run you through their meanings. This is the Eternal Homes garden. There's only a few flowers left, and I'm afraid this will be the store's last batch since the soil's exhausted after many years of business. So pick them with care. Click on them if you want me to tell you more about them. Drag and pull a flower out to add it to the bouquet. We'll only use 3 for each arrangements, since these are probably the last ones the city will see. The Crimson Lupine. These ones, Gordon, these ones are the essence of tragedy. A bad omen. They have a presence, that's for sure. If you wish for things to go sour, make sure to add a Crimson Lupine. The blue iris, bringer of hope, faith, wisdom, understanding. These beauties could put God on the good path. Add them to a bouquet to procure happiness. The pink camellia, sheer blushing powder, love, passion, strong desire. Whoa, I can feel my heartbeat smashing my eardrums just by touching it. The lovers I conquer through these. Cute. Asphodel, regret, weakness, death. Homer describes it as covering the great meadow, the haunt of the dead. Now these flowers aren't death bringers per se, but are associated with grief. Its fragrance allows us to connect with our sorrows. It can bring the toughest guy to tears. Aw, he's your toughish guy, the aconite. Handle it with care. Some of them are poisonous. A poisonous flower on a bouquet? Are you insane? Well, these are not to be sent lightly. for them carry hatred. These flowers symbolize a threat and ill will. Shit, I thought all flowers were meant to be nice. I told you flower arrangement isn't for the faint of heart. Let's do this one. And what was this one again? Bad omen, tragedy. Bring of hope. Sure. Well, there's only 2 of these. Hatred, threat, ill will. I don't want an ill will. Well, we'll do this. I imagine it'll be pretty. Okay, time to put them together. Are you up for an extensive lesson on the 7 crucial steps for flower arrangement? Yes, please. What? Are you insane? I wouldn't wish that for my worst enemy. Just go unbound and do your best. We all have the potential for beauty. Drag and drop the flowers in the vase. You can pick any extra decorations you may want to add from my workbench. You can rotate an item by keeping press Control or right mouse button. Let me know when you're done. What? No, I'm not done. I want stuff over here. No, I don't like that. We can pretend. But we don't want it to like overshadow the like green and red in the middle. Let's do a frond over here. Also do this at an angle, but this should be a little more upright so we're not crossing too much. I don't know that I like the leaf there. That's alright. We can only do so much, really. Another frond. Our options are kind of limited. No, I don't hate that. We're kind of losing the beauty of the tall red one. That's okay. Trying to work with the rule of 3s over here. You know, alright, without like baby's breath or something, I think that's good. I think we have to put this in here now that we took it out. That smell, that bouquet is called the fallen hero. Torment, regret, the essence of remorse. I'll send it. Those brothers are fools, fighting over something they didn't build themselves. Is that what happens when you die? People split up your remains. That's what I wanted to kind of encompass with the flowers that we sent. Lucky for me, I haven't built anything. Just waned other legacies in any case. What does Sebastian want from me? Welcome back, Sebastian. Hi, Gordon. I'm too old to be flying. 2 days outside the shop and I'm falling to pieces already. How are you holding up? I've been lonely, to be honest. Aw, did you miss me? Well, yeah, you're my only company. It's tough being left alone with my phantom pain. I know. I'm sorry. I don't plan on leaving the shop anymore, so you'll have plenty of company. How was the funeral? I'd better save you the details. Why? Come on, you can tell me. Did I fuck up? Well, I guess you're not new to taking lives, so... Jonah, the little brother, hung himself in his hotel room. What did the note say? I didn't take you for the morbidly curious. It's not that. Old habits. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, now you know. Be careful with what bouquets you put together. I don't think it's that bad. In my line of business, avoiding a whole war with a single death is cause for celebration. Plus, it's been a blah blah blah, mitigating any cause for retaliation. It could have gone worse, if that's what you mean, yes. Huh. I know how I sound. This much time in the business makes you too pragmatic, I guess. It's okay. You're not that wrong either. In any case, the day before the funeral, I happened to spend some time with the widow, Miss Woodfield. Martha is an old acquaintance. Oh, I'm sorry for any inconvenience I may have caused her. Well, don't worry about it. She didn't attend the funeral. She was Jeremy's 4th wife, and she's mother to none. In fact, we had some cocktails together. Got some interesting story out of that harpy. Harpy? I thought she was your friend. I said acquaintance. Do you know how we do know each other? She's been married to Jeremy for 4 years, but she's been around for quite some time. Long ago, she blackmailed me to helping her access the high spheres. She threatened me with telling the boss I was a word. We don't use that word. What, to Mr. Faulkner? Oh no, we're pretty good with Faulkner now. I mean the boss before him. A real piece of work. Oh, I remember old boss Dunn. My father once sold me to spend a night with him, then gave me a beating upon returning home for being such a pansy. Oh, babies. Yeah, Dunn was all about hunting us queer folk as a cover for him. Like if anyone would give a damn about who a crime boss sleeps with. It's true. Sorry to hear about your father. I always thought he... Fuck him. The guy's a legend in the eyes of the family, but I wouldn't care less if he died tomorrow. I'd happily pull the trigger, I tell you. That's very fair. I'm sorry. So what about this Martha widow? Yes. She confessed to me she's sure her lawyer had something to do with her husband's death, but she doesn't dare to say anything because she was having an affair with said lawyer. That hag thinks we're friends or something and came to me asking for help for old time's sake. The nerve. Do you fancy putting a bouquet together for her? With pleasure. Ooh. This is hatred, threat, ill will. This is regret, weakness, sorrow. This is bringer of hope. No, we're gonna do 2 purples. This one. Alright. 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 Come on. We're gonna kind of follow the same route as the other one, unfortunately. We're gonna do this instead. And then can I like, yeah, nice. Trying to just gently keep it in here. So I don't want it to like poke through, but I want enough of it in here. I wish I could bring things back and forward in the layers, but I can't quite. Can we raise this one maybe? How tall do I want it? I want this bamboo to signify things will persist that aren't you. There we go. That smelled. That bouquet is called Judeca, also known as the 4th ring of the 9th circle of hell. We're gonna hear about this one on the news. We'll send it. Does she deserve to die? What am I doing telling Sebastian about my father? That man doesn't deserve to live, not even in my words. Sebastian makes me feel weird. Is it love? There's nothing wrong with love. Never had a man look after me the way he does. I'm usually the one doing the protecting. I'm holed up at the bottom of the city, missing an arm. One could say I hit rock bottom. Yet, what's this wellness inside my stomach? Happiness? No, something worse. Fondness, affection? Martha has murdered her lawyer. Always good to hear there's a lawyer less in this world. And then killed herself. Talk about killing 2 birds with 1 stone. That's a bit extreme, don't you think? It's a bit scary how easy you dismiss death. Well, first the lawyer was murdered and Martha she deserved it. And second, I am a hitman. What do you expect my sensibilities to be? Well, serves me right. Shouldn't keep my expectations this high. What are you expecting from me exactly? I guess nothing, it's this weird mentor-to-mentee affection. Never had an apprentice before. I may be too invested in us. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. We'll get there. Thank you. Anyway, Gordon. I don't like that tone. Promise me you won't leave running guns out when I tell you this. There's nothing you can do about it. Not with a gun, at least. Tell me already. They got your partner. Patrick? Why? And who's they? The family there, checking allegiances. After you killed Police Chief Medina? Well, the patriarchs have been pretty divided. Paranoia is spread amongst the ranks. First of all, I didn't know that cop was family. Secondly, let me send a message out there so they know I killed that bastard because I wanted to, not as a part of any plot. It doesn't matter what you say. You were just the gun. It was someone else that pulled the trigger. What do you mean? They played with you. They played you. Medina was innocent. But Patrick told me, I'm sorry you sacrificed an arm and some cop's life so someone inside the family could prove a point. Now, focus. Does Patrick know where you are right now? Gordon? Yeah. I told him before you destroyed my phone. Okay. Right now they have him as a forced guest at the bank's hotel. We have to do something about it, or you and me are done, boy. I've spent a week hidden here. If Patrick hasn't spilled the beans so far, I say we can trust him. To my knowledge, and I'm sorry to intrude, is that you and Patrick had a fallout about a month ago. It wasn't a fallout, damn it. We're not a couple anymore, but that's it. We kept working together like the professionals we are. I've been a bit depressed lately, nothing more. You attacked a police precinct on a self-harm rampage. What's your idea here, then? Let's arrange a bouquet and send it to Patrick's room. Are you asking me to silence him? No, just please help me. I'd arrange the flowers myself this time, but since it'll be your ex's fate we'll be toying with, it's only fair you do it. Ugh. Okay, let's see how we can deal with this mess. I'm sorry, just think of it as sharing your raw true feelings to Patrick. Sure. Regret, weakness, sorrow. Bad omen, tragedy. Bringer of hope, faith, wisdom, understanding. Ooh, I don't want to use this like at the end. But I guess we have to. I guess putting these red ones... Oh, this is just like the first one. I fucked up. Okay. Let's do something small. Oh, how fun would it be if you could, What is my brain trying to do right now? If you could, change the height of things to emphasize different feelings and emotions more than others. Wouldn't that be quite intriguing and fun? I'm here for interesting shapes. I don't know anything about flower arrangement, to be honest with you, so don't judge me too harshly. Just going for visual interest. I am enjoying the game so far. It's a little more violent than I was expecting, but I like it. Well, like violent in the dialogue and the plot line. I didn't really read too much about this game. I thought it might be nice to go in blind, and it has been. It's been really nice to go in blind. Ooh. Do I want to create some Discord? I don't think so. I don't like it as much, but I like it. That smell, that bouquet is called the Fallen Hero. Torment, regret, the essence of remorse. I'll send it. Didn't we use that exact same combination in the beginning? Did I use that? Or did he say that's what that was before? I thought it was like... Anyway, it doesn't matter. It hurts to see Sebastian scared. Why am I so disappointed? I'm a fool. I defied him as my savior and mentor. He's just an old, frail man after all, I guess. I'm not being fair. He's a good man. He took me in. He healed me. He taught me new ways. Sebastian is a good man. I am not. You don't really know Sebastian, though. Patrick, what are you doing here? Oh, thank God you're alive, Gordon. I'm so sorry for your arm. Listen to me, G. I'm so sorry for everything that's happened to you. It's all my fault. I abandoned you. You were going through some dark times and I wasn't there for you. I got scared and pushed you aside to an even darker place. I failed you. I'll be a fool. This is all on me. Why can't we have a middle ground? I'm a bag of nuts. You know, I'm bound to make things explode. You're fine, Gordon. You've just been through hell. Is Sebastian taking good care of you? Sebastian is literally right here. He is. He's teaching me other ways. I'm happy to hear that. When you're done with all this soul searching, will you have me back? No, Patrick. We should both move on. I will do you no good. You're probably right. Give me a call anytime if you need help, please. I will. Thank you. Goodbye. What's this all about? Wasn't he being kept prisoner at the Banks Hotel? Yeah, he was at the Banks Hotel for an interview with the family. But I guess I exaggerated a bit the nature of the events. If you weren't 90 years old, this would call for a punch in the face. Hey, I'm 89, but don't hit me. And aren't you happy you were able to express your true feelings to Patrick? That's the main purpose of flower arrangement. Yeah, I guess I needed that, that's for sure. But I don't appreciate you playing me for a fool. It should be up to me if I want to express my true feelings for anyone. If you ever do something like this to me again, we're done. Understood. I'm sorry. Why are you doing this to me anyway? Why did you take me in and tend to my wounds? What's this all about, teaching me stuff and messing with my emotional life? Well, just tell me, who am I to you? You're no one. That didn't sound good. You were no one, but I just needed anyone. See, I've got no one left. When you grow this old, life stops happening around you. You just become someone to be visited on special dates. The rest of the year is, well, contemplation. The only thing I've got left is my shop. And these flowers, they're dying. The soil is older than me, it won't bear any more life. After we pluck the last flower, I'm done. I won't be a florist anymore. I won't be anything. I think I'll just go and die. Sebastian. Sorry I made you my pet project. I just felt the urge of leaving some kind of legacy in extremis. Like if you could build some heritage in a couple of weeks. No, Sebastian. I'm so thankful. We've spent very little time together, but I love you. I'll treasure these days for the rest of my life. Let's take care of this flower and extend this moment in time, right? Ah, you're so cute. But actually, I believe you should be doing one last bouquet. These are your last flowers, flock clients. I got a call a couple of hours ago. Your father is in the hospital. They said it's likely he won't be seeing another dawn. Is this another trick to have me deal with my daddy issues or something? I'm sorry, Gordon. This is for real. Well, time for celebration then. Let's get a bottle of Yamazaki, my treat. No, Gordon. He's your father. I told you about that son of a bitch. He got me through hell, always expecting all of the killing he put me through. Made me outgrow being a gay little guy who's just trying to do his best in life. I'm not asking you to forgive him or anything like that. I'm offering you closure. Once he's gone, that's it. He'll become a ghost. And ghosts can haunt you until your grave, trust me. These flowers aren't gonna last no matter how much light and water we put on them. It'd mean a lot to me if you use them. Alright. I don't love that we're doing this, but I'm going to take, the game probably won't interpret it this way, but I'm going to take these flowers and I'm going to focus them into self-love, self-actualization, self-empowerment. So we're going to stand them as tall as we can. Okay, maybe not as tall as we can. Something has to stick out. What if we get sneaky? What if we just go to a little sneaky? Do I like this? The red is too much. Let's hide it. It's kind of mirrored, so we'll do our best to mirror this part too. Game. It's really tough not to want a lot more of, but it feels like we're already getting to a point where it's ending. Not every game has to be super long, but boy, I'm interested in the world. I'm interested in this, like, flower garden type deal that's going on. How interesting would it be to have a game where you're playing as Sebastian? As he's going through his life, learning things, having lovers, trying to do his best. Baby's breath to put down here in these like white cream colors. That smell, that bouquet is called A Letter from an Old Lover. A beautiful warmth with a melancholic aftertaste. We'll have it sent. Again, like, I'm not trying to lust after my father. I'm just trying to express self-actualization, self-love. I got a call from my father. Maybe he was delirious because of the medication. He told me, "I'm sorry for everything. I did love you. I hope you can be happy." Then nothing. But who cares? That night Sebastian died too. A pink camellia for your grave. Thank you for all the life you've breathed into me. I love you. Rest in peace, Sebastian. Oh, baby. A story by Deconstruct Team. Written and designed by Jordi DiPaco. Art and animation by Marina Gonzalez. Music and SFX by Paula Ruiz. Fingerspit. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making the game. It's a beautiful game. I love the plot. I love the characters. I really like the gameplay. This is so fascinating. I want to play it again and again and again to see what kind of bouquets you can make and what influences the story, but this is probably a game that's best experienced on your own. So if you would like to check out the game, the itch.io link is down below. I would love for you to leave comments for the developers, let them know what you liked, what you didn't like, what isn't to like about the game. I think a bit of grammar checking and translation could be done here. I don't know if it was originally written in English, but there's a couple places that don't read very well. And it kind of breaks up the tone of the story because it is so deep and it is so kind of intense feeling, especially with the subject matter. I really love that this is a queer story all the way through. I thought at first that Sebastian was quite a bit younger than he is, like 60s, 70s. But I think if we had had more time to explore the characters, it would be more obvious and it would flow better. Finding his age is like so old is really surprising because it really feels like a romantic love that is building between the two of them. And I expected it to go poorly by the end, but I didn't expect it to be death because he's just old. I would love to see a longer experience that explores more of his connection to the earth, the ground, maybe through his family. You know, maybe the flowers could have continued, but he doesn't trust in society or the world enough to do what it takes for them to grow. Or maybe he was just so tired of, you know, whatever it took for the soil to continue flourishing. I would love if there was more to the story with the soil. Maybe it's magical, maybe it's powered by the corpses of the deceased. But there is something poetic too in it just being normal everyday soil from a life, from a world that we're so far removed from with the current gameplay. Honestly, it would be interesting to see the world from the perspective of either character, both as a hitman and as a florist. If I were to have tons of money and be able to fund a project, I would definitely fund this one. I would have maybe dual protagonists who have stories that intertwine at the end, and as you're playing through them, you're doing hitman work for one and you're doing florist work for the other, and you're building these relationships with characters. This feels like a 10-12 hour game that has just gently subsided into an end for both of them. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts and feelings. I have a lot, but I'm trying to keep them fairly succinct. I would love to know yours, however. But if not, that has been it for this video. Thank you. But anyway, that has been it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. Bye bye for now.